On this edition of City Focus, 9 new officers are sworn into the Valdosta Police Department. The Valdosta Fire Department is hosting graduation for its Citizens Fire Academy. We talk Halloween safety with a member of the Valdosta Police Department. And mark your calendars for the many Christmas events hosted by Valdosta Main Street. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. This is the 17th episode of City Focus in 2019. City Focus is your source for what's happening within your government. These are the most important topics that are happening in the city.
The students of J.L. Lomax Elementary School recently were served lunch by our very own Valdosta Fire Department. J.L. Lomax, along with other city schools, celebrate National School Lunch Week, but includes the Valdosta Fire Department's presence to connect with the children.
The fire department loves participating in events like this. Anytime we can get into schools and interact with the kids, it's always an awesome experience. I tell anybody, if you're having a bad day, you surround yourself with a bunch of kids, they're gonna brighten up your day either way you look at it.
The students enjoy their time connecting with the fire department, looking up to their profession and what they do.
Well, and that's one thing, you always got to be mindful because you never know where the kids see you out and about in the community, and they may have saw you somewhere and then they see you in your school and they run up and hug you. You know, you don't know why they're hugging you, but you just hug them back. That's just kind of how it goes.
The Valdosta Fire Department loves connecting with the youthful community and educating kids on fire safety.
Oh, also, we did the Junior Fire Marshal's induction ceremony at Silas Mahone earlier today with the Fire Marshal inducting those children in the Junior Fire Marshal program, and that's a program that really pushes the message of fire safety in the home as well as in the schools.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1836. The students of Valdosta State University's journalism course recently experienced a mock press conference featuring Mayor John Gale of Valdosta. This mock press conference is held once every school semester to give aspiring journalist students the proper experience needed for their future.
You get a lot of classroom stuff, a lot of definitions, vocab, that kind of stuff. You don't really get an everyday opportunity to get hands-on experience and doing things like press conferences, interviews, that kind of stuff. So the mayor coming out here to get a chance to get us to ask some questions and taking the time to speak to us is a really great opportunity.
The mayor has hosted this event all 8 years he has been mayor, and this particular session will be his last. Dr. Ted Geltner and the class left him with a VSU baseball jersey as a thank you for the partnering with VSU over the years.
I was very interested in the plans for the traffic patterns around the city of Valdosta. It's interesting to see his plans and reasoning behind it and what they plan to do going forward to fix traffic around the city.
Valdosta State University and City Hall teaming up to host this mock press conference for the students continues to help future success for the next generation of journalists.
It's a really good opportunity, like I said, just get a chance to ask a lot of questions, get some information. I mean, doesn't matter if you're here just for school, here for a lifetime or anything like that. It's really important to know what's going on around you and around the city, and gain that knowledge.
For more information, contact Public Information at 229-259-3548.
The Valdosta Fire Department held its annual Fire Safety Puppet Show this week at the Valdosta Mall. Kindergarten and preschoolers learn about the fire safety while being entertained by the officers.
Every year we put on a puppet show at the Valdosta Mall for preschoolers, teaching them a little bit about fire safety and what to do in the event of a fire, how to avoid a fire, and as well as to get out and stay out.
The department sends these messages at a young age to prepare the children for possible situations and how to safely get away from danger.
So the idea of teaching children this young fire safety skills is you want to start early. And once you start early, you want to continue it and get it once they get into grade school. We're going to see them again, and we're going to reiterate these messages. So hopefully the message will stick.
Fire Prevention Month has become a popular event for the toddlers as they learn about safety through shows and even get a tour of the fire trucks.
They love it. They look forward to it every year. I start getting calls around June and July already for the puppet show. We only do it in October, Fire Prevention Month. This is the only time that we hold the puppet show. If they had their way, we'd be doing it every week.
The fire department encourages everyone to check their smoke alarms and have an escape plan to be best prepared for a house fire.
Well, there's always something to talk about when it comes to fire safety. Check your smoke alarms. Do you have fire extinguishers? Do you have a home escape plan? Make sure that we're practicing the home escape plan. So that's one of the biggest things that we always want to make sure that we're reiterating the fire safety messages to people.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department.
9 individuals are sworn in as new police officers as they begin their duty at the Valdosta Police Department.
It's a combination. I'm excited and I'm a little bit nervous at the same time, but I think I'm ready to just kind of see how life is out there on this side of it, and I'm just excited, but like I said, I'm a little bit nervous at the same time.
This is the largest group of new officers to complete the police academy in recent memory. This group was determined to start and finish the academy as a unit.
It feels really good, to have gotten all 9 of us back. That was our main focus in the academy, throughout the whole 11 weeks, just don't leave anybody up there. We all go as one group, we all come home as one group. And now that we've seen all the hard work, kind of pay off for us, it's just awesome, and I'm so excited.
Metro 17 has followed Henry for a few years as he completed the Citizens Police Academy, became an intern, and is now a full-time member of the department.
I started out in CPA, and then I went through and I did my internship here also in 2018, and then I got hired in May of 2019, and it's just awesome to kind of see it come like full circle. It's awesome.
We congratulate all the new members of the Valdosta Police Department, and we thank them for wanting to serve the city.
With the holidays around the corner, the Valdosta Police Department are spreading cheer with their annual Shop with a Cop program. The Shop with a Cop program is in need of donations to impact more children.
But we're full swing right now, and we're accepting donations. If anyone would be interested in donating, you can bring cash or a check by the police department. Just give it to the ladies up at the front counter, and you can make checks out to Valdosta Police Department Shop with a Cop program.
Last year's program had a grand total of 52 kids. To provide more children with a Merry Christmas, you can donate to the program at the police department or online.
If we get more donations and we get more children, I want to be able to say, hey, I've got more money than I've got kids, and that'll be an awesome thing.
The program will take place on Monday, December 16th at one of Valdosta's local Walmart shopping centers.
Shop with a Cop, when you donate to that, I give everybody an open invitation. Please come over to Walmart that night and just watch and see the look on the kids' faces. That's just super instant gratification, and you'll see exactly how your money and your donation affects these children.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police Department at 229-242-2606.
Hello? No, you're kidding. No. I've told her 1,000 times not to do that. Oh, I'm so mad right now. Oh, ma'am, are you aware your stove is on? Yeah. Cooking while distracted is actually quite dangerous. Really? Just one pot? It is. In fact, you could set your whole house on fire just cooking in that single pot. I never realized that. Well, now you know. Well, I'm gonna pay attention now.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, how long is this?
I got like 5 questions, but we're gonna talk about the mayor's motorcade too, so that's gonna be a little bit more. 3, 2. I knew I was hearing her clearly for some reason.
You've been doing this too long.
3, 2, 1. Fire Marshal James Cleek-Scales, Chief James Cleek-Scales, has been a part of the Shot with a Firefighter program since he's began here at the department. We welcome Chief Cleek-Scales to the show. What does the Shot with a Firefighter program mean to you?
Well, it means to me giving Christmas to children that may otherwise not have Christmas. It began, like I said, with kids who were families who were displaced through fire throughout the year that may not have the money or the funds to do Christmas, or through storms that we generally have in our area.
Okay. And obviously, you just told us how those children were chosen to participate. Now, how many children are you, I guess, looking to serve in 2019?
Well, along with the Red Cross, because that's how we keep up with a lot of our statistics and through our fire records, the number can vary. It can vary from anywhere from, I have seen it go from 12 to like 30.
Mm-hmm. And I guess, how important is it for the community to come out and support this event to make it happen each and every year?
Well, they are our biggest supporters. The donations that we receive, the funding that we get from the community and different organizations and business throughout Valdosta, they are the ones that helping to keep the program alive.
Okay, now we're talking a little bit about the Shot with a Cop program. I mean, Shot with a Firefighter. Sorry.
No problem.
And,
no problem.
But you guys are also part of what's called the Mayor's Motorcade. Can you tell us a little bit about what that program is?
That program, and I just stepped into it in the last few years. It's a program that Parkwood Development Center, and we buddy with those and the city council and the mayor, and we try to give Christmas, and it's a delight because it's giving gifts to people who otherwise may not have Christmas, and you should see the joy on some of the individuals' face when they receive just little personal items, mm-hmm. little gifts from the mayor and the fire department.
Yeah, I've been to that program every year since I've been working at the city. And Parkwood Development is a center, if people don't know, that they serve people who have physical and mental disabilities, who can't take care of themselves or don't have family to take care of themselves, and often even small things like a toy car or socks or whatever. And
Yes.
these guys are just as happy as whatever to come and see you guys come and give them some gifts.
And that brings back the real joy of Christmas and the real joy of giving. I mean, they enjoy whatever gift that they can get to open. So.
Mm-hmm. Now, what does a business or an individual or group of people need to do in order to help with these two programs, both the Shop with a Firefighter and the Mayor's Motorcade?
Well, like I said, to be funded, what we ask for is monetary donations. They can be mailed to 106 South Oak Street, Valdosta, Georgia, 31601. Any checks or money orders make out to the Valdosta Fire Department. Mm-hmm. What we do, we take the money, and what we do is for each program specify what they want to donate for, and we make sure that it goes into the funding for the program to have a successful Christmas.
And I know we're talking about this a little early. We're talking about this in October, but you have to get these things done early in order to be ready for the Christmas season and make sure these programs happen.
Yes, and I'm learning. I may have to start even earlier because the programs are growing, and we have other programs that also we help contribute to. So mm-hmm. we want to make sure that everything is taken care of and neat and orderly.
Now, on those days, I guess particularly the Shot with a Firefighter program, when you go out there and you're helping a little child shop for Christmas, how does that make you feel personally?
To me, it takes me back to when I was a kid and the enjoyment I had with Christmas and able to get a gift or give a gift. Mm-hmm. Just the thought of giving to help serve the community, that is a big plus for me. It just takes me back to my childhood.
And oftentimes we see kids who otherwise may not get gifts. They spend some of their money on their brother, on their sister, on their mom and dad.
Yes.
It's pretty heartwarming to see these kids, even though this is for them, sometimes they're thinking about others.
Yeah, that is what Christmas is supposed to be about, the thought and the joy of giving. These families, they may have been in issues where they're still trying to find a location, or they may be staying with family or relatives and they're just, barely getting their families and their situations back together. So this as a plus is a big help for those families.
Okay. And I guess, what would you say to somebody who is, on the fence, whether they should give to this program or whatever during this year?
It's always good to give back. It's good to help in the community. No offense, I even donate some of my money, and not just my time. My staff, trust me, will go in and we'll do things for families that are in need, not just Christmas, but also throughout the year. But this is one of the biggest times. If you're on the fence and you're not sure about helping to donate for families, this is a worthy cause. And I ask you and I plead to you to go ahead and just make that donation. Whatever you can contribute would be a blessing to us.
Well, Chief, I think that's about all we have for you. I appreciate you coming on, and we encourage as many people as possible to help with these programs and give back to some of our local people who may not have a Christmas otherwise. But we thank you for coming on, and we'll be back here on City Focus. The Valdosta Police Department is giving Halloween safety tips to parents and children that plan on trick-or-treating on Halloween night.
Costumes, make sure that masks fit properly so the child can see out of them. Also, make sure that they're proper fitting so the child doesn't trip on them, things like that. They should be fire resistant too. That's going to help out a lot. One of the really, really big things parents can do to enable their children to be safe is carry a flashlight or those glow sticks. They're really inexpensive. You can use those. Just anything you can do to make the child more visible.
The police department will have extra patrols out because of more people walking the streets.
We're actually going to have extra patrols out in the neighborhoods as much as possible. I know county always does that. PD will do it in the areas around the city. For motorists, they need to be aware that there are going to be a lot of children out, and some of them might not be wearing light colored clothing. Some of them might not be wearing, something that's really, really visible. They might not have glow sticks or flashlights, so they need to just keep that in mind, drive super slow through neighborhoods, make sure they're watching for children in dark clothing, and just be extra, extra aware during that time.
Hancock says that he just wants everyone to be especially careful because Halloween can be a dangerous night.
Halloween is the number 2 day out of the year when children are injured or killed by cars. So it's a very, very dangerous day. There's a lot of things you can do to help avoid that.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police Department. Get your applications in to be a part of the 2019 Greater Valdosta Christmas Parade.
The 2019 Greater Valdosta Community Christmas Parade applications are out and available. There's a couple places that you can get them from. One of those places being ValdostaMainStreet.com. There's a little tab at the top of our page that says 2019 Christmas Parade. You can also go to our Facebook page, and under our events tab we have an event there that also lists the link.
The deadline for applications is November 22nd, but parade organizers are asking you to get your applications in as soon as possible.
It's really important that you go ahead and fill that application out. Time is of the essence is what we always say, so it's good for us to go ahead and get those in, start processing them, kind of see how everything's laying out as far as logistics go with the parade. We've had our phones ringing off the hook for months, people asking for these applications, so we just now were able to get them out. So we're looking to fill up the parade pretty quickly this year.
So start making your float to make this year's parade the best ever.
The parade is going to be on December the 7th of this year. It'll start at 6 o'clock from Woodrow Wilson, and it'll proceed south down North Patterson Street and end just outside of downtown Valdosta. The theme of this year is Christmas on Main Street, so it's a traditional Christmas theme.
For more information, contact Valdosta Main Street.
The Valdosta Fire Department honored the members of its Citizens Fire Academy that just completed its latest session of the class. Class members spent 8 consecutive Tuesdays learning about the aspects of the Valdosta Fire Department. Members participated in live training burn exercises and completed ride-alongs with employees of VFD. This is just one of the several educational programs that the city provides to its citizens. We also host the Citizens Police Academy and Valdosta Government 101. For more information on the city education programs, contact Public Information.
On October 24th, the City of Valdosta Human Resources Department held their annual health fair for city employees and retirees at Mathis Auditorium. The event is to show employees the options in the community they have for them to use to remain healthy. Employees visited booths that included fitness gyms, dentists, and chiropractors. Guests also got the chance to get a free flu shot. This is just another event where the city shows how it cares for the health and well-being of its employees. Leroy Paulo was named the October 2019 Employee of the Month at the October 24th City Council meeting. One example of his leadership is replacing the media fabric for all 3 final treatment filters at the Withlacoochee Wastewater Treatment Plant. Leroy ensured the maintenance was done safely and professionally. He also led teams to build concrete pads for a new emergency pump station at the Lakeland Lift Station and a new emergency generator installed at the Cherry Creek Lift Station. The City of Valdosta applauds Leroy Paulo for being named the October 2019 Employee of the Month. Officer Randall Hancock conducts active shooter trainings all over Valdosta, but his most recent training was for his co-workers working for the City of Valdosta. City employees gathered in the City Hall Annex multi-purpose room to listen and learn techniques to survive if an active shooter situation were to occur at a city facility. The training is available for all city employees, and of course he offers the training to the general public. For more information, contact the Valdosta Police Department. The Valdosta Youth Council held their scheduled October meeting on the last Thursday of the month. They also spent their Saturday cleaning a portion of Lee Street, followed by selling art that they and other kids in the community created. The proceeds from the sold art will go to help the homeless population in our community. The council collected over 60 pieces of art and raised nearly $400 to help the homeless. We thank the Valdosta Youth Council for giving back to our community. Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. Greater Lowndes Planning Commission, 5:30 at 325 West Savannah Avenue. October 31st, Happy Halloween, Valdosta. November 4th, Valdosta Historic Preservation Commission, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. November 5th, Valdosta City Council Work Session, 5:30 in Council Chambers. November 7th, Valdosta City Council Meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. November 11th, Valdosta Tree Commission, 5:15 in the City Hall Annex Engineering Conference Room. November 12th, Central Valdosta Development Authority Meeting, 5 p.m. in the City Hall Annex Conference Room. November 13th, Valdosta Lowndes County Airport Authority Meeting, 8 a.m. at the Airport Conference Room. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information. The Valdosta Youth Council helped collect and create art to be sold in an effort to raise money for homelessness in our community. This group of caring young people are leading now. With people like them, the City of Valdosta's future is very bright. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website, valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.